This is the Thunderbird Prayer Run. It remembers the Thunderbirds of the past. They hold a place in our history as real creatures, as well as a sacred place in our prayers and rituals.
A thunderbird? What is a thunderbird?
Our ancient ancestors, the Nowak, dwelled one moon travel to the west. There's a story of Pasea, the great thunderbird. Long ago, when the great sloths and giant four-footed beasts covered with hair lived in the land of the green prairies, there existed a giant bird that could carry off a full-grown deer in its talons. He was willing to die for his people. He drew himself up and planted his feet firmly upon the earth. He chanted the death song of a warrior. Ay, 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 ay. Many of our ancestors here in the East tell stories about the great naked bear. Some call it Achimachikik, which means big rump. It was bigger than more ferocious than the bears we can hunt. Its giant jaws crushed bone. It had little hair on its body. It was harder to kill than a bear. They killed many people. We had to fill its body with arrows, making it look like a porcupine.
The women sing a song to the children to make sure they behave. It says, the naked bear will eat you if they are too loud or misbehave. The Iroquois call the bear Anakachuwak. The Inuit people call it Kalashaku, stiff-legged bear. It is a monstrous man-eating creature with a giant head and no fur. It stood as high as a tall man at the shoulders. The Mohegan call it Amahakatea. Machak, which means huge rump bear. They say it is much larger than a common bear and naked except for a spot of white hair on its back.
He says his grandfather killed a naked bear. Many of our people have killed black bears and brown bears. Nothing was like the naked bear.